Hello there, welcome back to my channel, Maze's Life, where I'm terrible at managing money, but I am trying to get better. So, with today's video, I'm on month five, and I am starting the new year with my monthly debt confession. So let's get started. As you'll see, I already have everything pre-written out just to help the video go by smoother and quicker. So this month, we are now January 2024. All right, so you can see where I started with my debt journey with September 2023 with $71,725.67. That's where I started tracking it. It has been higher than this, it has been lower than this, but this is where I'm gonna start tracking it, or at least where I have been. So, I get you all a bit straighter. All right, so I am first gonna go with my first debt, which is Chase Freedom. We added on quite a hefty balance last time, and this past month we have paid on it a total of $16.77. So that's how much it has decreased by. I have also used it, but that's how much it went down with my minimum payment that I made towards it. Then moving forward with the next credit card, we have my California Coast Credit Union. So I've been saying that my credit limit was $500. Well, they increased it. I called to ask have it to be increased, so it's now $1,500. And I accumulated a balance of an additional $1,014.92. That is just because this interest rate is very low compared to my other cards. And I am just trying to spread out my debt. I don't know if that's a good thing, but that's what I'm doing. All right, my Chase Edge, it's still at $0. I am thinking about canceling and closing this credit card. It will hurt my credit limits, my overall debt credit limit, but I don't use it, so might as well, this way I'm not tempted to use it, because these used to be in order of smallest debt to largest. You can see this was 0. These also used to be 0, but now they're not. So maybe I'll cancel it and close that account. Okay, moving on to my USAA signature credit card. So I thought I had put extra towards this last month, but really I had just paid the minimums early, and I just did that to make me feel better. But then this month I couldn't put anything extra, so it looks like I didn't pay at all on this, but I did. I just paid it last month. All right, moving down to my City Diamond credit card. So this went down the minimum payment of $41, so it's now $3,653.99. Then my next card, my Bank of America Platinum card, is now down $261.50. So with a new balance of $6,190. Like I said, just trying to spread out my debt. I don't yet know if that's a good thing, but that's what I'm doing. Maybe you all can let me know down in the comments if that's good or not. All right, so now my next card, which is the main card that I use, or that I used to use before I started using these two up here. That is my that's my USA rate. And so I did add more debt to this card. So the new balance is $9,119.90. So that did increase. And with my Chase card, it decreased the minimum payment, only about 30% went to the principal, so the new balance is $8,557.87. So as you can see, due to these large increases, especially this one of over $1,000, my credit cards did increase month over month by $749.66. So my new balance is now $32,645.64. My back pay has not yet hit my account. I was hoping that it would in the month of December, but it did a little bit, if I'm honest with you. It's just that I'm not the best at managing it. So I did get quite a bit, and also a good portion of what, because remember, this is the beginning of January, so this is the debt that I accumulated throughout December, and a good portion of the debt that I accumulated was one for travel. I did go home for the break, and I spent money on gifts and whatnot for my friends and family, but also had a situation with my ex who may or may not have been, let's say, benefiting from me financially. So we are no longer in a relationship, but he is now providing me with a little bit of money for living with me when he wasn't before. So I have the money from my job coming in. I have the money from him coming in. It's just a little bit. It's not half of the rent or anything because he is living with me. But I'm going to try and figure out how to budget. I'm still working on learning how to correct my behaviors. I know how to budget. I just don't know how to correct my behaviors. But I am also looking for a second job. So hopefully that will happen sometime this month in January. All right. So let's move down to my loans. So my first loan was my Vivint home security loan. It went down the minimum payment of $37.16. Then there's my student loan. It went down $82.31. Then there's my auto loan, which went down $250.63. So the balance is now $11,721.84. It's about to pass my student loan. Well, I am projected to pay this off sooner in 2027, I believe. While my student loan won't be for is a 10-year student loan. I believe my auto loan was 6 years. So, then we have my personal loan. That's where my largest payment is, and it went down $398. The new balance is $12,316. So even though this is my largest loan, it will actually be paid off first before all of these because of how large the minimum payment monthly is. Is a month. All right, then we have right here, this is just my loan totals. So you can see that we did go down month to month with how much we have in our balance for our loans, unlike how we did with the credit cards, where it's just steadily going up, $800, $700 a month. It's okay. It's okay. But my loans went decreased by $768.10. And as you see, this amount is more than this amount. So we are starting off the year on a good track because we did decrease. Now, we did not decrease by much, only $19.24, but our new balance is $69,461.71. This is still less than what it was in November. This is still more than what it was in the month of November, but progress. So, I'm going to bring out my debt trackers and color them in. Spoiler alert, we can't color much. So, this is my total debt tracker. So this is that full amount that I'm tracking. And each box is worth $718 because there's 100 boxes. But even though we went down, we did not go down enough. We didn't even go down 20 bucks. So I cannot color in anything. So this is now 2 months in a row where I am unable to color in anything. Hold on, my heat just kicked on. Let me turn that off. All right, I am back. Sorry about that. So I just went and turned off my heat so that way you don't hear that loud sound in the background. And I also turned on an extra light. But like I said, we cannot color in this tracker. Here is my tracker for my credit cards with the amount that we started off with. And you know, as you've seen, we're in the 32,000s. So we've gone up, let's see, over $2,000. So I can't color in anything yet. But when we can, each box will be worth $307. And we're just not there yet. Now, the tracker that we will be able to color off is the one that we've been consistently able to still track, and that is the one for my loans. So you can see here my ugly writing. We started off with $41,099.62 in loans. Each box is worth $411. And let me calculate real quick how much we can be able to mark off, color off. All right, we can color off a total of 10 boxes. So we currently have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then you can do 9 and then 10. All right. And that is how we're gonna start off this new year. January. Okay, and that is the tracker for our loans, my loans. Hopefully you don't have these kind of loans. Okay, well, that is it for this video, and that is my breakdown of my $69,461.71 worth of debt. Thank you for following along. If you stayed to the end of the video, I'd love to have you join me on this journey. So hit subscribe, click the like, and leave a comment if you would like. And if you have any advice that you'd like to give me, please leave it down below. But my next video will be out tomorrow. So thank you, and until then, thanks for watching, and see you in the next video. Bye-bye.